Greetings, it is I, Dreadscape Gaming. How are all of you doing today, Dread Knights, on this Monday, September 9th, 2022. We are going to be playing today Diablo II Resurrected. Hopefully, we'll have an okay time. This is an experiment because I don't know how this is going to go for a wide variety of reasons, because this is like a very intensive game. In fact, I'm very tempted right now to kind of boot down the graphic quality, so that way that our computer is not like fighting for resources here. Because right now we're on like very, very high, which probably not the best. I think maybe we should go for like performance mode, which will cut things down a little bit, but it'll make it hopefully a little bit better. Just so game resolution. Let's try this and see how it goes, because I don't want it to get like all kooky on you. Hopefully that'll make it a little bit less like super graphically intense, but it should hopefully cause us not to have to be fighting like with the resources here, I hope, in theory, because again, an experiment, so we'll see. We'll try how this goes. Hopefully it'll be good. If not, we'll switch to something else. You know, the saying goes, modern problems require modern solutions. We are going to be playing the matriarch, aka Sorceress, that is finished hell, because I need to farm for our characters that I have here. If the game is too loud, please let me know. If you see something is off, please let me know ahead of time, just because this is a game where I have to full screen it, and I don't have like eyes in front of me. I only have one screen doing this, so this is going to be one of those things that's going to be a bit more of a challenge, you could say. A bit more of a challenge, but hopefully everything. But if you see something, say something. So we're going to be starting with Nila Take's temple, basically. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a couple of runs of this, because I'm trying to farm some like really rare items. Oops. And I'm also playing on like player 7 difficulty. So definitely, again, if you see that something with the stream doesn't sound right or doesn't look like, please let me know so that I don't waste a whole bunch of time trying to do something and realize that it's not working. I greatly appreciate it, just so you know. This is an experiment. I didn't have time to really test this out over the weekend in regards to like OBS and the resources. And if it gets like a little bit laggy, I can always just like take off the VTuber model if necessary, or do something else along that nature. So definitely let me know, guys. Okay. I don't think I got any good items here. No, it doesn't look like that. This is kind of unfortunate. So basically what I'm going to do is every time I do that, I'm going to go back out, back in. What I'm looking for in particular here is I'm looking for brown gear. Is my model lagging a little bit? Anybody that is watching, please can you confirm this for me? So I can know for certain, because I know this is like a more graphic intensive type of game. I need to know these things ahead of time, because I can do things to fix it, but it has to be known early, ahead of time. Alright, I'm not going to do the spider force, I'm just going to keep doing things here of this nature. Okay, let's go. Alright, let's see. I'm going to cast Blizzard. On top of casting Blizzard, I am looking for brown gear again. Now, Pindleskin, which is what I'm farming, this like mid-boss, he has the possibility of dropping anything in the game. Primarily, we want to look for brown loot, because brown loot in particular is what I'm looking for the most here. Brown loot, brown loot, brown loot, brown loot. On top of that, I don't have the game chat open. I'm sorry, like the actual YouTube chat, because since, again, I'm fighting to keep like resources down in regards to this, I need to know, like, you know, I can't. Spooky, a little bit more hard to deal with. Let me see here. Am I moving okay, guys? Do you know? Yes, no, maybe so. I'm trying to double check here on my phone, which is a little bit difficult. My phone's service today is being a little bit spotty. Let me see if I can get the chat back up here so I can see. Looks, can't really tell from here. So I'm thinking about doing things in a live environment. I always dread, no pun intended, trying to, because there's just so many things I have to mitigate at the same time on one screen, which becomes a little bit of a headache. Hopefully, again, if you see something up with my model, please let me know, because I can simply take it off to be able to grind. It's not like a super big necessity. Alright, let's continue. Hopefully, you know, because I can't watch my stream and play at the same time. That would, like, kill all the resources on my computer that is already battling to be able to play Diablo 2. Let's go. Alright. This is pretty easy. Let's look around. I didn't get the loot that I wanted. We'll back out. I'm gonna do like a half-hour Pindleskin runs, then I'm gonna switch to a half-hour of Countess runs, then after a half-hour of Countess runs, then from there what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to then a half-hour of Mephisto runs, and after a half-hour Mephisto runs, maybe we'll do Baal runs. If not, I'll just do the Lord of Terror himself, Diablo. So I'm trying to pace myself. This is hopefully gonna be about a 2-hour stream, but if I see that things are going a little rough, I will probably call it a Tau Ruin. That's not what I really need. Alright. If at first you don't succeed, back out and do it again. And again, and again, and again. This is really how Diablo's endgame, for all intents and purposes, is in this.
Not in town.
You know, it's just about going in, farming bosses, getting out, farm the boss again, go out, farm the boss again. The good thing is I'm playing on offline. So because I'm playing on offline, I have access to something that's called Player 8, Player 7, which basically means I can scale the game like it is in online if I was playing with 7 or 8 players, which increases the drop percentage a little bit. So I guess it's a higher potential of getting good gear, but the problem is, like, most of the gear that I'm trying to, like, go after in particular here is, it's rough. Like, most of them are 2% drop rates, right? And 2% drop rates are a bit of a dilemma, a little bit of a headache, one might say. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. We're gonna go back through here, hopefully. Let's go through. Antax Temple. Alright, let's take FPs. I'm gonna cast the Blizzard again, then from there I'm just gonna class the usual suspects, which is just a Frozen Orb. Frozen Orb does a lot of damage. And then with the Fireball, again, not what I was looking for. Ideally, I want brown gear here. Brown gear is the most important gear to get. Brown gear is like our life source right now, guys. So, that's what we're looking for, is brown gear. Brown gear, brown gear. Brown gear. Alright. It's a shame I don't have a screen that I can see right now if this is running, because I need to be able to check that. But let me continue to try to take these frets out here. Okay, good. Let's take them out. Good. Yellow gear is not good for this particular run. I'm gonna back out. Okay. Go back in here if we can. Let me make sure that I took out a couple of things. Because I feel like something is trying to be a little bit naughty here. Alright, we seem okay. So how was everybody's day today? My day has been kind of interesting. I woke up incredibly early. One of the first things that I did get to see today is I did see the trailer to the new Star Wars movie that is coming out, which is ironically based on the Mandalorian television show. I thought was, oh, War Sword. So we might actually have gotten something. See that brown stuff? That brown there, that War Sword? That could be potentially, like, good gear, in theory. I hope it's not two-handed sword. Hold on, let me take care of those enemy threats first. And then hopefully we'll get the War Sword here. I just gotta take out some of these threats here. Hopefully they don't resurrect. I don't remember if these are the resurrecting type. I don't want to lose these charms because they're, like, part of my actual big metagame build, and if I lose them right now, it'd be like GG. What are you? Colwyn's Point War Sword. Faster, poison. Not good. Its attack is so late game type of weapon. Alright, we got our gear back. But that's what we're basically targeted farming for. Brown gear. Brown is considered some of the best gear in the game, potentially. So we just keep on backing in, backing out, backing in, backing out. Alright. and so on and so forth. Give me 1 second here because I wanna check, so I'm gonna go be right back. Alright, so, okay, let me just continue on here. You might be, guys, if you're watching, about a little bit behind me. Just a tiny little bit, so. That's what I'm still kind of getting used to in regards to YouTube chat as well, just because it's kind of been interesting getting used to. I'm used to Twitch, so there's not as much of a stream delay, so like there's a couple seconds delay. So if like it takes me a little bit longer to read your chat messages and everything of that nature, please let it be known. I'm not ignoring you just because I have to full screen this and stuff, but that's good. All right, I just peeked out my stream a little bit, make sure that. So yeah, I basically have been watching movie trailers today. So I saw the movie trailer to, first off, the Star Wars based on the Mandalorians, Mandalorian and Grogu, which is, we didn't get any good gear here again. And I think it's pretty cool. I know a lot of people didn't like the Mandalorian television series because they feel like Grogu is kind of a waste of time, and a lot of people didn't like the character. I have actually never seen the Mandalorian television show because I did not have Disney Plus at the time. And I've been kind of in that mindset of, like, I feel like anything after Return of the Jedi's, outside of Rogue One, which is probably one of the only good side stories that they've done, has been mostly forgettable in the Star Wars universe. Like, I'll be honest with you, I saw The Force Awakens, and then I saw, what was it, The Last Jedi, and then I saw the atrocity that was The Rise of Skywalker, and I want to pretend that that trilogy never happened. I have nothing against the main character being a woman and the lead character. It has nothing to do with that. It's just, I'm not a big fan of the idea of taking the whole entire Skywalker legacy and giving it... This is a spoiler alert, so if you haven't seen Star Wars, you may want to cover your ears for a couple seconds, and giving it basically the whole entire legacy to Palpatine's granddaughter. Considering... What are you doing hanging out here, mercenary? I need you in here helping me fight. I almost died because you weren't here helping me fight Pindleskin. Alright, let's get a greater healing. I didn't get any gear that I needed from that. That was very unfortunate as well. Alright, Nightmare. I can do these in Hell difficulty as well, but the problem is, like, it would take a lot longer and there's a higher potential to die in it. And right now I don't want to really necessarily die, as I'm trying to get gear that some of my other characters need, because they're stuck either, like, right at the very end of Nightmare and they just need a little bit of a buff, like a Skin of a Viper Magi, or they need, like, more runes. What is that, Shadow Bow? It would need to have, like, 5 slots on it for it to be good. And at that point, I don't personally feel like it's worth it. I'm really just trying to go for the brown gear. Ideally, one of the things I'm looking for while I'm target farming Pindleskin, and I can show you, ideally not that. Ideally, we would want another pair of Chance Guards. I already have enough of these. Ideally, another Skin of the Viper Magi would be great. Ideally, I don't know if I can show you without this, like, blocking the ring. A Stone of Jordan would be great to have. I know it's for lightning, but it also has mana, and I use this also... Because what I did, for those of you who don't know, is I switched to Frozen Orb to be able to beat Hell, and I'm gonna eventually respec back into lightning. That's why I have the Stone of Jordan here in particular. And I also have Raid, which is not bad because we can't be frozen. But there's certain things that I'm looking for still to make this build much better. I do have this, so that helps in Hell difficulty, as you can see. I have stuff in here. I don't really know why I'm even holding on to stuff. Like, I don't need a Dual Rune or a Yo. Nokazin Relic is not particularly good. Metal Grid, I don't know why I have that. I probably should put him back. I have another Mage Fist, which is great for fire and fast casting great. But Chance Guards gives you more Magic Find, which is why, like, usually you want to swap between the two, but since I'm not, like, doing something, this is okay, Magic Find. It's not particularly something I would use with this character, but I could use it with a different one. So that's basically what we're doing in that retrospect. So why we farm him is because he has a high potential dropping stuff like that. And we just do this for like a half hour. But the problem is these things, even at player 8, they can do like a lot of damage to me. Like, so that's why you want to play like the keep away game, particularly. Okay, got some great potions. No brown. And I'm only doing a half hour of this. Then we switch to a half hour of Countess because I need some runes. Hopefully she can drop some decent stuff in Nightmare difficulty for me, because, like, we really, truly haven't really gotten much in terms of, like, I need to build an Enigma, which I don't have an Enigma yet, which had made trying to just finish Hell with the Sorceress even kind of problematic. I don't know how I managed to do that, because I had to, like, over-level. She's at, like, 89. It'll take forever for her to 90. Alright, another bad drop rate. That's not good. I could, in theory, if I wanted to, like, increase the magic find, I can show you something here. That would be kind of interesting. Let me go here. I do have this, which would give me 96% more. But I don't normally like to do that on player 8, because I'm losing, as you can see, some defense to do this. A lot of defense. And then I become a bit more of a glass cannon. And when you die in Diablo 2, you lose all your stuff and you have to go pick it back up. And on top of that, you lose experience. So you get punished. It's a very old, archaic style of doing ARPG, so it's less forgiving on dying. So that's why I'm trying to, like, mitigate some of that yellow gear. That's bad. But if he continues to drop crap, I might have to switch to increase the magic find a little bit. That's why it's also important to have, like, Enigma very, very late into the game, too. But, again, still working with the rune words that I have, potentially. Alright. Let's go. Let's see here. Okay, let's take these guys out, because of potentially a threat, which I don't want to have happen. Here's Pindleskin. Because he's a champion elite type of pack. And I moved far away from him, because as you see, when he exploded, he cast an AoE, and the AoE can take usually half my life off. If I'm very close, because of how frail the Sorceress is in particular, I can, like, really, really, really have a very, very bad time dealing with him. Like, he can kill me and one-shot me. Wait. So it becomes stressful, to say the very least. Alright. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm trying to bring you back up on my phone. I can see what you guys are doing. Here, give me 1 second. Sorry, I just dropped my water trying to open the chat. Alright, there we go. Looks and sounds fine. Thank you, thank you. I'm having a bit of a technical difficulties today on my end, because, like, I had to put my phone a little further away from me to be able to look over. Thank you. Alright. As on my end, when I was looking at OBS, it looks like a little bit laggy. I'm glad that it's just on OBS's end. And I know it might not look as fancy because I dumbed down the graphics a little bit, but I didn't want it to have it on, like, super high-end graphics for this. And then it's, like, causing, like, my model to crash or stuff. So sometimes it's better to run it on a lower difficulty. Or not difficulty, graphics setting. We still didn't get any brown gear for him. He's not willing to give me what I want, necessarily. I want brown items. I want another Stone of Jordan. I want another Skin of the Viper Magi. I want, like, a Blood-Tide Blade. Give me what I want, Pindleskin. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Just drop what I want. This is what classic RPG farming's like, right? You farm for days and days on end and don't get that really rare item that you want, but then when you finally get it to drop, you're, like, super happy. Oh. That's a jewel, though. It's not going to be, like, a good, useful one. A good jewel would be a brown one, which he does have a possibility of dropping brown jewels, too. It's just a very low percentage rate. I know a lot of people are like, why aren't you farming Pindleskin on hell difficulty? He'll one-shot me. 100% he'll one-shot me, which would be scary. It would be bad. It would make me upset. I would cry. I might even piss myself a little bit. Just saying, you know, it would make me that sad. You want to see Dread sad, Dread Knights? I don't think you do. Okay. Let's go. He's gonna explode really quickly here. Yep. Yellow items. Yellow items are bad. The game is gonna force me to do this, so hope that I don't... Nope, we're not playing you. You're level 36. You'll get killed tonight. You're right. Now, you are not ready. You are not ready. I'm gonna swap my Skin of the Viper Magi out. So we're gonna lose a lot of tankiness. But in turn for that, we are going to... Hold on, is that the one with 4? Okay. So we're gonna swap this. This is risky, okay? I don't normally like to do this. This is very risky, but we need Let me show you why I did this. It gives me more Magic Find. Magic Find will now be at 249, so he has a higher chance of dropping stuff I really, really want. But at the expense that I could probably get 07 a lot quicker, because now I lost a lot of defense points. So I really have to play the keep away game now, because if I don't play the keep away game, it's gonna be sucky for us. Aside, he might drop good stuff. He did not drop. He dropped a Grand. Are you for real, bro? I am about to mold. I mean, Grand Charms are not bad, because sometimes they can be necessarily good. Please be something worthwhile. Poison damage over 6 seconds. That's not good. That's why I'm molding here. And you'll notice, like, I cast a little bit slower now, because since I switched out Skin of Vapor Magi, which gives me faster casting rate, that's like, you know, the trade-off here. Alright, let's get out. But this will give me, hopefully, the Magic Find that I need to be able to. Ideally, you want about, like, 250 Magic Find when you're farming for stuff. But there's always a trade-off in Diablo 2, right? So there's a reason why a lot of people use Best in Slot, and there's a lot of, like, metagame items that you always will see content creators and people who are playing use, just because they're, like, the end-all, the be-all. Same with the rune words. There's just, like, top 10 rune words that there's really no reason to run any of those else. Did you get crap again, despite the fact that I increased the Magic Find? Soccer Blue. When I go to fight, like, the herb bosses, though, I cannot use this type of Magic Find. I will have to, like, dumb it down a little bit, because we could die to the Countess pretty quickly. And that would be very bad. I don't want to bow down to the Countess in this game. I only bow to one Countess. Alright. Let's go. Launch out. Drop some blizzards. Okay, good. Drop more blizzards. Okay. He is really dropping crap today, yellows, despite the fact that we increased Magic Find. He's trolling me. He's trolling me, confirmed, guys. How dare you troll me? How dare you? How dare you, Indleskin? You will drop what I want. Even if it takes us well, we're not going to do him for 2 hours. We could. I've spent hours and hours IRL just farming him. Dude, why are you hanging out there? Sometimes the mercenary will get stuck, and he's like Operation Human Shield right now. Careful. Gotta be careful. Let me teleport this way, just so we're safe, because we don't want the mob outside to get us. They still didn't drop anything good. I am sad. A yellow amulet, not what I need. Alright, back out. And ironically, in Diablo 2, when you play online, way back in the day, when you were generating portals and backing out and backing in the game, there was actually a cooldown in the game to prevent you from doing what I'm doing right now, where I just going in and out. Just because, like, what happens is online, when you create, like, a lobby, it puts a great hold on the servers, like a stress, so constantly having people doing exactly what I'm doing. Back in the day, then they fixed it. They got more server space when, obviously, Blizzard. Yellow gear again. I want to see brown. It's a very low percentage that you'll see brown. Usually, like, 2%. It's frustrating, to say the least, but I need it. I deserve gear. I need all the gear in the world. Good gear. Come on. Manifest some good gear for me. Manifest some good gear. Okay. Ooh, do you hear that? Do you hear that sound? The sound of demons trying to come for our souls. We can't have that. We gotta purify them. Dude. Okay, no brown there. He is being stubborn, guys. He's being truly stubborn. He dropped one brown thing so far, and it was a sword that was a pretty bad sword. And I couldn't even use it on any of the characters that I have. I have, like, every class. I even have doubles of classes, too, because there's, like... I want to make a nerd lightning sorceress. Or, because I'm out of respecs now, and the only way to, like, respec again in this game is I would have to get Baal to drop an essence. Why are you outside playing with them? Why are you playing with them? Aw, man. Let's get him over here. He almost cost me this game. I almost died thanks to him. Operation Human Shield, and you don't give me any good... Still didn't give me anything good. Alright, back out. Back in. Do you think he's gonna drop that rare ring that I want? I will even settle for, like, extra pairs of gloves or boots that I need. He can drop any item in the game, mostly, except for, like, a Harley Quinn's crest, which is something that only drops in hell. But I need like some early endgame items just to be able to like really go with some of the art characters. Where are you? Why are you playing with the guys outside? You're supposed to play with Pindleskin in here. He took the last hit from me. He stole the kill. That's probably why what's happening here. Because he's stealing the kill. We're not getting the brown gear, I think. If I recall correctly, I have to be the last hit for the magic find to proc. I could be wrong on that. It's been years. Can you believe this game is older than some of my viewers? That's so crazy. This game came out in early 2000s. So it's 25 years. Literally a 25-year-old game and it's still going strong. Although I'm a little bit disappointed with the way Blizzard handled the Resurrected, because like they added some new content and then they stopped adding new content. Well, we got a rune word, but that rune is not what I really need, or I don't need that type of rune. Ideally, I need like a gist, a burr. I don't think I have a possibility of getting them on Nightmare, even with player 7. I could probably do player 8, but it doesn't matter because the difficulty of the game player 7 versus player 8 is very minuscule. You actually have a better chance of getting the drop that you want on player 7. Because player 8 just gives you harder enemies. But the drops are basically identical between player 8 and player 7. Okay, good. Still yellow loot. He refuses to give us the payday that we desire. Nice. That's astonishing, Dread Knights. I'm hurt by this. I truly am hurt by this. Alright. Let's go. If at first you don't succeed, moan again about it, right? Okay. Cast that blizzard. Cast that blizzard, good. I still didn't get it. I am molding. The grayed out things are basically weapons or gear that has actual slots to it. Ideally on Nightmare, I don't really want anything that has slots because it's usually not the best in slot in terms of the amount of slots that are available. Ideally, like, I need a flail with 5 slots, but you don't see that drop in Nightmare difficulty. That's more along the lines of something that drops in Hell difficulty, or at least in, like, the cow level, or if you... another bad run. Pindleskin just refuses to give us good loot today. And Pindleskin will move then to the Countess to try to get, like, rune words. I'm trying to, like, balance it between a half hour here, a half hour there. Okay, so I'm gonna go for about 9 more minutes in this area, and then I'm gonna swap out. And then we'll do Countess runs. And then from Countess runs, we'll switch to Mephisto. And the reason why people always start with the Sorceress is because she automatically starts with the highest amount of magic find. And then you can kind of, like, increase it from there. So she also has teleport, which is a skill that you've seen me use quite a bit already, to just, like, teleport from place to place. She's one of the only classes that has that without having to use, like, a staff to be able to do that stuff of that nature. So she's, like, busted because she's, like, the best character to farm stuff for your other classes and characters. I mean, there's also the Paladin, aka the Hammerden, which does pretty well with stuff. But it doesn't have as much magic find naturally. Oh, look! I got green gloves to drop. These might be okay because of its, like, Tragul's fangs, which I'm looking for. Oh, those are not Tragul's fangs, I can tell you. Sanders! No! That could have been a good drop, but stuff like that. Yellow, or brown, excuse me, and green gear, that's basically, yes, good. This is actually not a bad thing if I was playing very low early into the game. That could have had some of its uses, but in this particular situation, not so much, so we'll just keep pushing forward here. Yeah, so another movie trailer that I was watching, besides the Star Wars Mandalorian Grogu, which a lot of people are complaining about. It was like, oh, it just looks like the TV show, but in movie form. That's basically kind of what it was always going to be. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like people have way too high expectations. But, oh, look, Marte de Fer. So it's a brown gear. So we got something good to kind of drop. Hopefully I can just drop it from here. I can't. It's one of those big gear things. Alright. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. That's not it. I picked up something else. Aw, man. Let me back up my gear here. Because these guys are not going to let me until I kill them. Alright. Is this like a club? Aw, damn. They come back to life. This is bad. Move. I'll come back for the rest of my gear. Don't worry about that. I'm just trying to identify it. What is this? This is actually a gravel of pain. That's actually kind of good. That's a good drop. That's a good drop. I gotta go get my gear back, though, because I don't have stuff. And Mr. Unreliable here. That was supposed to be Operation Human Shield. Alright. Did I get all of them back? I did. Okay, good. Operation Human Shield failed me there. Okay, so we're gonna go back.
I am overburdened.
Because I want to look at this hammer. But I don't want, like, my gear to disappear. That's why I did that. Alright. Gavel of Pain. The Barbarian can use this, right? Amplify damage, Iron Maiden, 5% chance to cast Amplify on striking, Mace class. Oh, this is actually... Do I have space for it? Don't think I do. That's a sad part. I'm like sitting on Mage Fist and Frostburns. I can't get rid of any of that stuff. Oh, I have a slot here. Okay, that works. That works. We'll put it here for now. It might be useful. It's not like the best gear in the world, but it is something. It's better than what we had before. So we did get actually a decent drop finally from Pindleskin. It took forever. It took forever. I'm gonna do one more run. And then I think we'll swap to doing Countess runs. See if we can get her to drop some good rune words that I need. And then we'll switch then after a half hour to Mephisto. Maybe Baal or maybe Diablo for the last half hour. I don't know. Depends what I'm feeling like. Diablo takes a long time to kill with this build. Okay. You're getting too close. Where is Operation Human Shield? Okay, that was terrible. So only one decent thing from Pindleskin. That's unfortunate. One more run. One more. I'm feeling greedy because we got that good brown drop, which was the gavel. I'm feeling very, very greedy right now. Super greedy. So let's do one more. Let's do one more. Just for the hell of it. Okay, let's go for... Oh, you hit me so hard. I saw the curvature of the earth right now. Okay, War Scepter, that's green. And it didn't ironically drop from Pindle himself. War Scepters are usually just this. It's probably a bad War Scepter. No, it's a good War Scepter, because if it's two-handed. Please pick it up. Okay. Oh, this... I've never seen this before. Milgrabi. Oh, okay. I have to generate a portal here. Do I still have that? Because I did have, like, a piece of this gear before. I don't know if I have the whole set. Let me double check. No, that's not from you, is it? No. This is kind of okay, and it's kind of not. Mage Fist. Gargoyles. Mage Fist. See, I have a Tragghouls here. Another one of these would be good. It's for necromancers, but it also works really good for spellcasters. Because they always need, like, a... You know, I don't think it's really worth... I thought I had the piece of gear. Apparently I was mistaken. I gotta go get my talismans back from in here. Mr. Unreliable! Mr. Unreliable, what were you doing there? If I lose this, I would have molded. I worked so hard for those. Alright. Back out. That's what makes it really dangerous in Diablo 2. Because, like, you get hit a couple times with the Sorceress, and she's more of a keep-away character. Alright, so I gotta fix this up. I like it like this, because it's nice and uniformed, I guess you could say. Super healing? I need great potions right now. Trade. Greater potions of healing? Okay, good. Alright, so we are going to switch areas now. And we're going to farm the Countess for a bit. And see if we can get some good rune drops happen. Spider Forest, that's not really, like, a good terror zone. If it was a really good one, I would, like, not farm Countess instead, but let's go with Countess instead for now. So this is where teleport comes in really handy, because I can just, like, teleport around the map, avoid the enemies, and just get to, like, the boss. This is why, like, the Spellcaster or Sorceress is, like, the most busted class in Diablo 2. And has always been. This is why she's really good in group play, too, because, like, she teleports to the boss and then opens a portal that everybody can go through to be able to. So usually... Okay, so this is the boss level area. I'm gonna just kind of hang back here. Just... because I don't know how well my damage output is. On top of this, this is a good area to farm for gold. So I can max out on, like, gold. Because I am a little bit in gold, so I can't, like, gamble on certain gear that I would normally like to. Unlike Diablo 3 and Diablo 4, where you have a pet to pick up gold, here you have to actually run to pick it up yourself. Ooh, the elite path. Okay. Didn't really drop anything, but that's fine. I wasn't looking for to drop stuff. Let's get gold. Okay, sweet. Here, teleport in here. Why did I teleport in there? Just so I could, like, get around a little bit quicker. It's also, like, the utility of the Sorceress. Nothing good. Okay. Ral Rune, that's terrible. And with the amount of magic find that I have, she shouldn't be dropping a Ral. She should be dropping a high-end Rune. I'm actually pretty upset by that. Right. Oh. We'll be killing her for a half hour, I guess you could say. Teleport. In there. Okay, good. Alright, let's keep teleporting around. Sweet. Okay, good. Let's keep teleporting around here as well. Nice. So we'll just bypass all these enemies to get to the boss. Makes the game a little bit cheesy in certain retrospects. This is why the Sorcerer is usually always picked first when you're trying to beat the game on all the difficulties, just because of her utility. The only problem is because you have to respec out so much, a lot of the times what ends up happening is, like, you'll have to then, like, get the essence of the bosses to be able to get that final respec, because by the time you get to the very, very end with the Sorceress, you want the lightning build, because the lightning build is basically now the way things have been going, like the end-all to be-all build, but because you need, like, Sunder charms to run that, which is particularly the lightning one. Most of the time you're gonna run into getting... Goodbye. Did you drop a towel? Again, another towel. Why are you dropping towels? You drop way better gear than this, Countess. I know. I've played you enough that I know these things. Here, you're being a cheapskate. Okay. Let's go. Black Marsh. Go in here. But yeah, kind of like... A lot of people complain that they felt like the Sorceress should have been nerfed in Diablo 2 when originally the game was released. People swore when the Lord of Destruction expansion pack had come out many, many moons ago that they were going to nerf teleport. They never did. It was always intended to be this type of playstyle, I suppose. Just because, like, the rest of the content in this game is, like, really hard. It might not look like it, because I'm kind of making some of this look easy, but this game is incredibly difficult. Like, it's old school type of difficulty. It's not... And the fact that I'm, like, using a magic find build here, as opposed to, like, using, like, the best in slot gear for this particular, just because we're trying to farm, like, specific stuff, I take hits even worse. That's why it's, like, I normally stay with skin on the Viper Magi, but... Like, if I see that she's not going to drop really good runes, I will swap back to my skin of the Viper Magi, because there's no point then to constantly, like, take such big hits here against this. Oh, look! Look! Brown item axe. So that's why, randomly, one of those packs... Hopefully a good axe, right? Death Spade. That is terrible. If I was just starting a class that needed an axe, that would be okay, but... For what I'm trying to do, not so acceptable. I mean, hey, it's something. I can't complain. It's a brown item, just not the brown item that I was particularly looking for. So this build basically uses Frozen Orb, Blizzard, and Fire. Chainmail. Okay, cool. Could get a track ghoul coat would be good. Fort rune. Why are you being so cheap with your drops? Your minions are right now giving me better drops than you. Why is that? Coffon, I think? Yeah, I could tell just based on the color. This is not a good thing to have. I mean, it's something. It's just not what I wanted. Alright, back out. We'll go back in. I'm trying my best to get the item that I want. I see there's a chat. I'm sorry. Let me take a look here. Magic Find doesn't affect rune drops, and you should be on P1, not P7. Switch to player 1. No backseating, please. I appreciate the advice if I asked for it, but I did not ask for it. And although it might not affect the rune drops, it does affect the rest of the gear. And player 7, I can do this just fine because I have cleared out hell difficulty. So, I appreciate the advice, but you're giving the incorrect advice. Because I am also looking for gear while I'm doing this, henceforth why I'm using Magic Find. Okay, with that being said, let's continue. Alright. Back in. Forgotten Temple, and again, we'll just kind of nonchalantly go through all this area. This is really busted. Okay. Good, sweet. Nice. Let's continue here. Perfect. We'll take out these, even though they're crash bombs. We don't necessarily need to take them out. Rune, that's not what I need. Okay, good.
I can't carry anymore.
Perfect. Let's go get the free gold, because why would we pass up this type of gold, right? Just kind of max out on gold. Pick this trash mob. Take care of this trash mob. Okay, good. Perfect. Not bad. Countess can't really do much to us here, even on player fort. Portal. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. So, again, like I was saying with the trailer before I got, like, really sidetracked, I did also see the movie trailer to Anaconda, a remake Anaconda. And I have the worst movie trailers that I've seen this year so far, and that's saying quite a lot, considering, you know, I've also seen stuff like the Minecraft trailer this year. So I don't understand what it's with Jack Black making movies and then having to make every movie a particular comedy. So Anaconda, for those of you who haven't seen the movie trailer yet, it's a remake, but basically it's a remake in which a bunch of people decide that they are going to remake Anaconda. I guess they're supposed to be Jack Black's character as well as another actor, I forget his name. He's been in a lot of comedies and movies as well. I guess they're supposed to be like low-budget filmmakers, and they decide to like get the idea to make Anaconda as a remake. And when they go to actually like film Anaconda there, according to the trailer, they lose like their actual Anaconda that they're filming with, and then have to go out into the jungle to look for one. And when they go out to look for one, they end up running into a very giant Anaconda, and basically they start to get picked off one by one. But based on the trailer, it's basically done like in a comedic way. Now, I'm not going to say that the original Anaconda was good whatsoever, because it is a rather terrible film with Jennifer Lopez. I'm sorry to anybody that's Jennifer Lopez lovers out there, but it is not good. Not good at all. It is perhaps one of the worst in our, if she's giving poopy drops. Okay. Well, we'll continue. We'll do this farm for a half hour, and then from there we'll switch to Mephisto, and then maybe I do Diablo. Depends on how much I really feel like grinding repetitively today. As I was actually doing this off a shoot. So yeah, like, the Anaconda movie, the original one's not necessarily a great movie, it's not necessarily a bad movie, it's a movie that, you know, it's watchable. And they actually made a sequel, which was Anacondas, There was two of them, but it wasn't with Jennifer Lopez. I remember watching that one as well. That one was a sequel that didn't need to exist. So, like, with the remake, I think it's going to do, like, a lot of these silly comedic remakes, too. It will probably bomb in the box office. There will be people who probably go to see it just to see who, you know, how bad of the movie is. And then once they, like, do that, the studio executives will see that it made some sort of money. And then did enough money and made back its money. Should make more of these comedy-type remakes based on, like, action/horror movies, and the vicious cycle will start again. Which kind of annoys me, because I've always said this, and as somebody who works in film and television industry, I've tried to implore people, when a movie's coming out and it looks terrible, don't go see it to see how terrible it is. Just simply don't go see it, especially if they're remakes, because what happens is when you go to see these movies, these remakes, these comedy remakes, whatever, and they make a lot of money in the box office because people just want to see how bad they are, what ends up happening is studios see that it made enough money or made back its money and think that that's what's in and that's what's popular in, like, film watchers, regular casual film watchers. So what ends up happening there then is what ends up, you know, film studios will do more and more and more of that. Okay. Sorry. No, it's fine. It's fine. I just, you know, if I don't ask for help, I just appreciate no backseating. It's just kind of common courtesy, unless the streamer asks for actual help, to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Okay. With that being said, let's go back into Black Marsh. Alright. Let's go. Forgotten. Sweet. Let's keep teleporting out. Sweet. Okay. Good. Good. Oh, we got caught in a corner there. Brand stick. That might be good if it was, like, in hell difficulty, but because it's not in hell difficulty, this is basically just trash at that point. Alright, let's keep going. I'm surprised Countess hasn't dropped, like, a Neff at least. Like, I know Neff's dropped like candy in hell difficulty, but still, like, she hasn't dropped anything even remotely useful. Apps are, like, terrible at this point. Sometimes I can get her good, something really good to drop, but today she's just like, nah. She don't feel like giving us enchilada. I mean, I will settle for even a EO at this point. Anything that she drops, but they're being stingy. I think we're getting better drops, ironically, from the packs around here. And I use the term better very loosely because it's not, like, necessarily gear that I'm looking for. Terrible. Our blood will boil, but she dies in one hit, which is kind of funny. Alright, Nightmare. I'm not doing her on hell because I don't have, like, I'm not properly geared up yet for that. I mean, I've killed her already. I've beaten the game, obviously. I have access to tear zones even on hell. But the issue is, like, I need better gear. And the only way to achieve that... Also, I wanted to, like, do breaking points, FCR. And the only way to do that is I need to make specific rune, which is... It's that in itself is just, like, a grind fest right now. Okay. Let's teleport through here. Good. Oh, that is actually a elite pack, so I am going to take them out just to see if they drop anything halfway decent. Nope. Okay. That's fine. I didn't want any good loot from you anyway, trash pack. Okay. Let's go. Superior. Battle axe, that's terrible. Okay, good. Jagged Star. See, so... Although I'm pretty sure this is going to be terrible, this is why I'm running the Magic Find in particular, because at least while I'm doing our tedious stuff, I can try to get, like, rare loot, and maybe it might be good. Ooh. You know, that's actually not... It's not great. It's not great, but it's not bad. And how many slots? It has 3 slots, too. That is so tempting. That is so tempting. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that. Let me pick up some of these. I'll come back for the rest of them, I promise, because there's still those 2. It's not like great gear, but it's a just okay piece, and a just okay piece is something I'm willing to deal with. I need that flail because it came from the flame barrel. Let's look here. I want to get rid of the hammer. I don't want to get rid of that. Blood Moon. Do I really need you? 118 to 116. Blood Golem. Chance to open wounds. Life stolen per hit. That's an okay thing. I need to keep you. Gold skin. I don't necessarily need to keep you. Faster hit recovery. I do need to keep you. Ah, man, the Gravel Pain is still kind of okay of an item. Chance guards. We don't have space for this. I mean, it's not like an end-all to be-all type of item, but it would have been nice to have it if we had the stash space, but we can't. We can't have nice things. That's the one thing about I always wish that Diablo II Resurrected would have done, is like increase the stash space. Just because like in the 25 years that this game's been out, like just give us a little bit more stash space so that way we don't have to like throw out some. It's like if I were playing Giant Sword, okay, cool. Ground weapon. If that's a Blood Tide Blade, that would be nice. Let me take care of these things and we'll go back and identify that. But that's why I'm running the Magic Vine at the rate that I'm running, because I'm running into like here why I do the repetitive things. I know it doesn't work on her, but it works on the rest of the packs that are here. Giant Sword. This might actually be good. And I stand corrected. I got so hyped. If this was early game Paladin, it has a use. My Paladin is already mid-game, so I can't use that. We can check the small charm here, though, if we want. See if it's a better one. Identify. That's attack. If I was playing Barbarian right now, that would maybe have a use. But unfortunately, it does not. Come on. Let me fix it this way. I don't like having him the other way because it just looks unsightly otherwise. Did we kill Countess? We did. And she didn't give anything that's even remotely of good nature. Another big. On what you said earlier, first season of Mandalorian was a very enjoyable space western. Second season, they crammed a bunch of backdoor plot style cameos in, and it suffered for a... I didn't get to see the rest of this, but yeah, I guess it did suffer. I heard a lot of people were unhappy with the third season, if there was actually a third season, or I don't know if people were trolling and typoing. The reason, honestly, I never saw The Mandalorian was just simply the fact that the time that it came out, I didn't have Disney Plus. Because I didn't get Disney Plus until it was actually bundled in my cable provider. So my cable provider, because I'm actually one of the few people, I guess, that still has, like, cable television, because I like watching my sports on a big television screen. I get... in the package, like, they've been keep giving us streaming services, right? So I have, like, HBO Max for free because I have HBO. I have ESPN Unlimited because I have, like, the ESPN package. So I have a lot of, like, sports packages. So I got a lot of stuff. So I'm able to still watch, like, WWE pay-per-views, by the way. For that. I actually do want to talk about the pay-per-view in a second. But, so one of the things also is, like, Disney Plus, which now obviously got Hulu in the mix of that, so it's now Hulu too. So I have also Paramount Plus, just because it comes automatically with the cable provider, because obviously I have the Paramount network. So, you know, it's been interesting. I did get to see, it's funny that we're just got into this topic, but I did actually watch the first PLE, pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it, from ESPN WWE's, like, new marriage, that being WrestlePalooza. And WrestlePalooza is quite terrible. It was quite terrible. I don't understand the purpose of having John Cena wrestle Brock Lesnar. I'm maxed out on gold. Perfect. If they were just simply going to have like a 8-minute squash match. At one point, they did trick me as a wrestling fan, and when Cena was having his offense there of... I want to deposit gold. Okay. Want to deposit more gold. Okay. Because we can stockpile. That's the reason why I'm doing Countess runs too, because she just gives me a lot of money this way, which then could be used for a lot of items, a lot of other stuff. So like Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, that was disappointing. I got hyped, I got tricked like a lot of people when Cena started mounting his comeback and hit like Lesnar with pre-attitude adjustments back to back to back to back. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought he was actually going to beat him there for a second. I was like, cool, Lesnar's actually going to finally do the job. And what ended up happening instead was Lesnar kicks out with free attitude adjustments. And then from there, he proceeds to hit 8 F5s. I think it was 8. It might have even been 12. I know for like 3.5 minutes, all he was doing was hitting F5 after F5 after F5 on John Cena. And, you know, I just sat there like watching this and how it played out and thinking, so deflated. I was like really deflated by it because it's like, well, what was the point in that? Like, Lesnar has destroyed John Cena in every meeting that they've had so far. So, like, unless they're trying to, like, gear this up so that they are, I don't know, like, trying to have it that there's going to be a run back between these two at Crown Jewel, or there's going to be a run back, like, I don't know, for Lesnar to be Cena's final opponent, which, God, I hope that's not the case. That would really upset me, because I feel like if anybody should be John Cena's final opponent for that Saturday Night main event, I think you should have Seth Rollins do it. Because I think, like, John Cena versus Seth Rollins, they could put on still, like, a 5-star classic. And I feel like that would do a lot for Seth Rollins' heel character as it is, to be like, I'm the one that retired John Cena, I'm the one that beat John Cena in his final match, as opposed to, you know, the other way, where it's like, if it was Brock Lesnar and Brock Lesnar, like, decimates John Cena, or like Brock Lesnar beats John Cena in a close one, that would be kind of thing. I am actually one of the few people that feels like John Cena should actually face, like, I would love to see him also face, if they didn't do Goldberg versus Gunther and had Gunther retire Goldberg, I would have liked to have seen John Cena versus Gunther, because it kind of makes sense. And we never got to have that match, probably because Gunther got, like, horribly injured. I remember finding this game when I moved out of my parents' house when I was 18. Pretty sure it was my brother's. I doubt this game is older than me. I'm ancient. Well, I mean, sit back and enjoy the nostalgia. Wilo rocks. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I've been playing this game for 25 years. All 25 years. I remember my very, very, very early exposure to it. Fun times, fun times, fun times all over, you know. This was a really cool game. Even back then. They don't make ARPGs like they used to. They really, truly don't. There's just something about, like, Diablo 2 and the storyline and the cinematics and just some of those lines, like, not even death can escape you. Or, I find those terms unagreeable, you know, in the Lord of Destruction opening cinematic. Or, you know, Ariat has stood for forever. You know, there's just really classic. Or, I'm not the Archangel, Marius. Tyrael. You know, those lines just stick out. I mean, still, even today, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at this game with, like, rosy-colored glasses. Maybe I'm looking at it with nostalgia glasses. But the ending to Diablo 2 before Lord of Destruction, with, you know, Marius telling the story of everything that happened in Diablo 2, and then the big reveal where the hooded figure that we think was, at least from Marius' perspective, actually the Archangel Tyrael that's come to collect the Soul Stone that he didn't destroy, ends up being Baal. And that's, like, still one of the coolest reveals to me, personally, in a video game. I don't think we've had a better reveal ever, in my personal opinion. I mean, I still am a little bit nitpicky when it comes to the actual end of the Lord of Destruction DLC, or expansion pack, because with the Lord of Destruction expansion pack, like, yeah, the World Stone gets destroyed, and Tyrael has to destroy it because of it's being corrupted, And I don't know, I just felt like the payoff wasn't as great at the end as compared to, like, the payoff with, you know, the regular ending to the base game. You know, and then when we got into Diablo 3 and you see what's happened to, like, Sanctuary, and, like, it would have been, like, for the world still being destroyed, it's not, Sanctuary isn't in that bad of disrepair, so it's truly one of those things that's, like, I don't know, I felt like I always kind of wanted a little bit more from the ending of the Lord Destruction expansion pack. Felt like there could have been a little bit more. I think what would have been cool is, like, having a cinematic where we see, like, the Wanderer from behind actually being the one to destroy the World Stone, and, like, because we never really find out what happened to this Wanderer in particular as to what became of them. Because then we have the time jump with Diablo 3, and then instead of having the Wanderer, we have the Nephilim, and say what you want about Diablo 3 with that. Like, I understand the story is not necessarily very good. I'm very upset, like many people, that Deckard Cain, one of the most iconic characters in the freaking franchise, gets killed in the freaking opening act. And then we're stuck with Leia for a bit. So you're like, okay, Leia at least is going to be the new Deckard Cain, and everything's going to be A-okay. And then when they hit that, like, plot twist, and then Diablo uses her as the vessel to reborn himself, because Leia turns out to be the Dark Wanderer's child, which basically means, by extension, she is Diablo's child. And then she gets her fate. It's always kind of sad. Like, there's been interesting, like, on message board forums and stuff, they have clamored for, like, Leia to come back. Like, the people want Leia to be reborn. But let's be honest, like, at that point, with even if they tried to reborn Leia, and I don't think they would, because, like, Diablo 3 characters are not very well received in the universe. Ooh, Greaves, this might actually be something good. So that could... Countess didn't drop the rune I wanted. She might have dropped, like, Greaves that I need. Please be good. Did we get it? Oh, I need this for the Paladin. That's actually good. I actually needed this for Paladin. That was perfect. That actually helped quite a bit.
I can't carry anymore.
I was looking for these. I'm happy. That made up for some of the terrible drops that we've had so far. I mean, it's okay for my Paladin, just because my Paladin's, like, super early game. But we already have one, though. I don't really need it, then. Joke's on me. Joke's on me. This is what happens when you farm too many items and you're, like, hoarding stuff that you're probably not going to use. That's for assassin build. That's for one of the lightning characters when I respec. That's for another lightning character when I respec. That's to be put in the cube. That's for another character that hasn't gone to that level yet. I'm gonna keep that flail even though I don't need it. Gotta keep that. Gotta keep Shadow Dancers. Do I really need... Yeah, I kind of do need Shadow Dancers. Alright, so I really didn't need that item. I thought I had it already. Or didn't have it already, I should say. And turned out, Mori proved that that was a lie. Okay, let me go get back my charms. She has not dropped anything. How long have we been farming her? Does anybody know? Hour and 10 minutes. So we're going to switch to farming Mephisto, who's going to be a much harder battle. Much harder battle. She didn't give me the runes I wanted, so we're going to move on to the next thing. So we're doing, for those of you who are just joining us, a half hour... We did a half hour of Pindle Skin. We did a half hour of Countess. We're going to now do a half hour of Mephisto. I probably should put back on my Skin of Viper Magi. I hope I'm not going to regret this decision. Question mark, question mark. Hopefully I won't. This is the only good thing about teleport. I can teleport and avoid most of the nonsense. Alright, level 3. Alright, same thing here. We're gonna teleport, avoid most of the nonsense if possible. Okay, I got some gold for my trouble there. I'm just trying to figure out where it is. I don't remember the map layout too much here. So please bear in mind, it's been years since I played. Oh, here we are. I just teleported around like an idiot. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Let's take them out first. Oh. Did I awaken Mephisto yet? I probably did. Okay, come here. We'll take them out. We'll kite them a little bit. No. I had a brain fart because I thought I wasn't on this floor. It's okay. Let's take out the cancel first, and then after we take out the cancel, I'll take out. I did it the wrong way because I didn't realize I was already on the floor for Mephisto. I jumped the gun. Confirm. Might need higher fast casting rates, so I might have to switch to something I didn't want to switch to. He has a potential of dropping stuff. What we get? Let me get rid of these guys. They're going to be a threat. They're going to follow me all over. Take that out. Okay, good. Where is Mephisto? He should be like right here. Mephisto, did you go to sleep? Are you? Mephisto got caught there. That's funny. Hey, what are you doing? Come back here. I know you didn't kill Mephisto by yourself. Come back here. You're gonna die, and I'm gonna have to pay for you, which will make me very unhappy. I might have to generate a portal here. I don't want him to die. And he looks like he's gonna, like, just ruin it. Hi. Not you, Deckard. Where's Orman so I can heal up a little?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You were supposed to keep him in check, man. Keep him in check. He's gonna take a little bit to die because I'm not using the fast caster rate. Hopefully he gives me a good drop. I might have to lower him because I'm player 7. It's gonna take a while. And that's gonna probably... Come on. Come on. He's so poisoned right now. This is why, yeah, we're gonna have to lower him for target farming. Definitely gonna have to lower him because he's taking these hits like a sponge. Which is not ideal. Could probably do player 3 maybe, but player 7 gives us the best drops. That's why I'm trying to, even though it's like a long haul fight here. Come on. He gave us a blade, but I have a feeling it's gonna be a bad blade. You better stop burning me. Oh, that's why we're being burned. Pick up that blade a second. Take them out. Oh, it's a terrible blade too, man. Spectral shard. I don't need that. Pick up these stuff. I mean, it's a item. It's just not an item that I need. We also need to get some potions. We need some good potions here. RNG not been kind. Yes, I agree. Regal said that one of the most important wrestling matches in British history is the Marty Jones versus Rocco. The guy named Kendo Nagasaki. So good. I will have to take a look at that. Thank you for that. Thanks for the info drop. RNG has not been kind. Yep. The world of sports wrestling from the 70s, late 80s is so different from what WWE... I have to agree with you there. 100%. It has been much, 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 much different than what it's used to. I'm going to take a quick break because I need to get some hydration, and I will be right back. Then when I come back, we'll do more farming Mephisto. So don't go anywhere. I just need like a minute. Was that quick enough? Less than a minute, technically. I just wanted to have some water, get some H2O. RNG, yes. RNG has not been kind. We have not been getting, like, any nice, awesome drops today. Which is unfortunate, but that's part of Diablo 2, and Diablo 2 Resurrected, for that matter. You know, you're probably going to be farming to get items that you want for, like, ever and ever and ever. That's just kind of the nature of the beast. You know, could they have altered the drops a little bit to make it a little bit better for people that are actually farming in Resurrected? Yeah, but, you know, there's so many purists that would be like, if you change the drop rate on anything, people would get, like, horribly upset. Like, I remember when they introduced the Sunder charms to Resurrected, that, like, people who, you know, super OG players that were, like, complaining about it and saying, why are you making the game easier? And when you really think about it, the reason why the game is the way that it is with the Sunder charms is because younger players who have never played these older or harder RPGs would be miserable in hell. Some of them would probably never see the, you know, matriarch or... Come back here. You're dying. Why are you always dying, bro? That's because you're not properly geared up as our mercenary. So I gotta babysit you half the time here. Okay, let's go. Take him out. Take him out. Just kite him there. I think he's stuck there, so he's not gonna do anything to me. And if he doesn't get poisoned, which he's... Guess who got poisoned? Good old him, Mr. Reliable, getting poisoned. I'm probably gonna have to generate a portal if he doesn't kill him pretty soon. Come on. Come on. Okay, let's use another potion. Come on. Come on. Slow and steady runs the race, but this is ridiculous. Come on. Any day now. Okay, I'm gonna have to take matters into my own hands because he's not gonna clutch. Oh man, terrible. Nothing but yellow. Nothing but yellow. Well, that was disappointing. I feel a little bit dejected there. Let's see. Money. 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 Okay, back out, back in. We're doing this as well for a half hour. And I think the last one I'll do is maybe Diablo. But Diablo farming. I could do Baal farming too, but it'll take a long time. And some of the things in particular I'm looking for drop from particularly the characters that I've been farming today. Or bosses. Okay. Let's teleport around. Hopefully we'll get something good. Crossing my fingers. Hope for the best, expect the worst. Alright. Show me Mephisto. You know, because at least in this game, unlike Diablo 4, we actually get to fight Mephisto. Like, how do you make an expansion? For anybody that actually has played Diablo 4, or even knows about Diablo 4, how do you make an expansion called the Vessel of Hatred and not actually fight actual Mephisto in the game? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You know what's not gonna make sense? He's gonna die. Did you die? You barely survived that, bro.
Hello.
You must be more careful fighting the Lord of Hatred. I must be more careful fighting the Lord of Hatred. Yes, yes, your brothers are stronger than you or whatever. Doesn't matter, you're gonna die. You're gonna give me good loot this time, hopefully. Hopefully. Good loot. Good loot. Good loot. Manifesting good loot, right? You burned me a little... Well, a bill, wow. I'm really gonna need that. We're gonna eventually identify it, but it's gonna make me sad. I mean, at least it's a brown weapon. Let's just get some gold here. Also, when I go to pick up the item, I don't want these guys creeping around me. That's why I'm picking them out now.
I can't carry anymore.
I can't wait to identify that item that I know is gonna be bad. Place your bets. How bad is this gonna be? How bad of a weapon is it gonna be? Black Leech Blade. Honestly, if it weren't for the fact rune words existed like that, which I know I need to still upgrade this, that's what I've been trying to do. This would be an okay type of item. It's not like... It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the best thing in the world. It has its uses if, like, you were making a character from, like, the very get-go and you want to just, like, give the mercenary a like, insight. Do I have any space where I would be able to put it? My guess is probably not. Key of Terror, Key of Terror. I mean, I could get rid of the Gavel of Pain for it, but, like, will I ever really need that? I mean, life per hit. Yeah, it's just not useful. I hate to say it. Something that you see this item, but, like, there's just items. Putting rune words on your thing is going to be way better than that. It's the sad truth of it. It's a good drop if you don't have rune words, but, like, You know, if you told me we're not playing an expansion where we don't have, like, access to stuff, back then, before, like, Lord of Destruction expansion, that it had its uses. Now, not so much. Now it's just crap. It's better crap than some of the other crap that we've gotten, but still not usable for me. Well, thanks and good luck with the drops. Gotta go. Thank you for stopping by, Willow Rocks. Thank you for coming through. Manifest $1 billion. Gonna have to give it a try. I don't why I missed playing this, but it was 17 when it came out, and had a car and full-time job. Huh. Well, thanks for stopping by. I do greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Hopefully I get, like, something better at this point, because these drops are just infuriatingly bad. Okay. And we're farming Mephisto, with high magic find, too. Alright, if at first you don't succeed, let's just teleport out of all this nonsense. By the time we get through with this run, we're probably gonna bypass these enemies. Okay, Mephisto. Yes, I know. You sent Diablo into hell to rain terror upon everybody. Alright, let's take him out. Good. Let's take him out. Good. So far, so good, right? Good. So I don't know, you know? Like, one of our chatters made a good point. Like, older wrestling versus, like, modern era is so much different. It really is. Like, trying to watch modern day WWE kind of scratches my head. And this is somebody that came through, like, the new generation. So, like, I started watching when WrestleMania 10 happened, roughly around that time period, a little before that. Because that's when, like, there was, like, a lot of wrestling on television, like, on local broadcast. As well as, like, USA Network was just, like, popping off. I am so concerned for my mercenary right now. Light plate? No, don't fight those guys. I'm trying not to have him die. Because I don't want to spend the money to resurrect him. I'm a cheapskate like that. Okay, let's take him out. A light plate, which is probably going to be bad, but for the sake of argument, we must identify the loot. You never know. It could be one of the Arcana. It's just terrible. I mean, again, it's one of those situations where if we weren't playing expansion, it would be perfect. But since we're playing expansion, it has, like, no purpose. Alright. Back out. Back in again. Nightmare. If I could get a good terror zone, it would be perfect, too.
Town.
Can't teleport in town, so that's why we can't. Armis. Health. Try identity. Town portals. And Mephisto gives pretty good drops, too, in this, right? It's just... we just haven't gotten lucky. Oh, going the wrong way there like a total bot. Let's teleport around. Okay, sweet. Let's teleport over here. Cool. Alright, let's avoid the enemies and just get to Mephisto, who is lost. I have a feeling my mercenary is going to get sniped by these guys, so let me take them out. Or we deal with. Ah, I got poison. Not good. I mean, I could probably resist the poison here. I don't know if my... oh, he took a big hit on me. Let me heal up there. Give me something good. Give me something good, Mephisto. The Desire sensor is really kicking in here. Desire sensor all around. Teleport the base, because he's about to die. He's getting poisoned. That's why I do that. It's not even so much for me, it's for him, because I don't want to have to pay him. Ooh, that was a big lag spike there. I'm sorry about that. Very big lag spike there. Might have to back out of the game after that, because I think we glitched our game. Two-handed sword. Oh, look at that! 2 brown drops! 2 brown drops there. That's so freaking good. Even if they're not, like, just getting 2 brown drops.
I can't carry anymore.
2 brown. One's a claymore, which means it's like a sword weapon. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Soulflay. It's not bad. It's not good. It's somewhere usable for like barbarian. Please be good. Shadowfang. Both of these are... Oh, it's ethereal. That just killed it. If this was non-ethereal, this would have had its uses. What's this again? Soulflay, mana stolen per hit. I mean, we'd have to upgrade it for the barbarian, but there are better choices.
I am overburdened.
There are much better choices than this.
I can't carry anymore.
You know, it's again one of those things like back in the day it would have been good before like rune words existed. With rune words existing, not so good. But I mean, 2 brown drops, we're getting better in terms of the drops. They're actually better drops all in the realm. Just not stuff that is usable for us. They're great drops, don't get me wrong. They're excellent drops all around. They're just something a little miss from them. You know, they could be better. Could be better. Could be better. But that's okay. It's okay. We're committed to grinding. The long haul. The long haul here. Alright. You know, it's about the journey. Not so much the destination. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. We're not in a rush to get the gear. Eventually, desire sensor will give us what we want. Or we will cry in a corner, like the meme. Try not to cry. Try not to cry. And we're just crying in the corner there. All rolled up like a little animal or something. Okay. Let's see here. Is this chest available? It is. I am greedy. Did you see that? I'm here just randomly opening a chest while like my freaking mercenary is battling the Lord of Hatred, which was a very hard battle for him. And I'm here like, ooh, something shining. Ooh, something shining. Oh, he hit me. I don't deal with lightning very good in this particular build. I don't have my lightning resistance up so much. I need to work on that, but obviously there's bigger fish to fry. Mephisto. He looks like he's going to die, so I'm gonna teleport out. And then what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna heal him. Go back in. Okay, good. Good. Maybe good. He's poisoned already. Mephisto's not joking around. That's why I stay very far away from him. Okay, another brown item. Ooh, look at that. 3 items. 2 greens and a brown. So our drops are kind of getting better. In the sense that we're seeing more stuff. Obviously, because we have higher up magic vine. Are they good stuff that's dropping? That's debatable. This plate thing is probably going to be bad. Sigians! That's one of the worst plates that I could have gotten. Alright, circlet, please be good. This is okay. It's not great. It's okay. It has its uses. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the greatest thing in the world. It's something. Actually gonna keep this here. Could be better, could be worse, you know?
Stay a while and listen.
Hello, Deckard. I don't have time to stay a while and listen. Actually, we don't have space for that. Oh, we don't have space for... Well, I can put you here, because green is never a bad thing. I have no space for you, though. Oh, I do, okay. Modern problems require modern solutions, confirmed. Alright. Oh, the rondel, that's right. Forgot about that. You better take care of him, and he better not snipe me. Heart Carver. Not the worst in the world, but again... Not something particularly that any of my characters would use. Not bad gear, again, not really bad. They're decent gear. One of them has more uses than another, but I have to show you why after I finish grinding today. Because there are characters that I'm building, and they're more early game characters. So there's that. Okay, Nightmare. Because I have characters that are basically mule characters, so what they do is they just hold on to items. So I gotta put that in, like, my Sorc.
Yes?
Trade. Perfect. Okay, I don't need more of those. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, let's go back in. I mean, Mephisto's probably given us the best of the worst drops in terms of, like, all the gear that we've gotten today, but RNG has, like, been very unkind. That's part of the fun. At least for me. I don't know about everybody else. Okay, let's take care of you. Yes, I know. The brothers left, that's fine. This is actually probably a good area, because I can pop our mercenary. He's stuck. See, so we got Mephisto stuck here, so I can just keep doing this. As long as I keep the mercenary alive. I don't think we're even going to have to go back to base. Unless I see him get red, the mercenary. Bro, I put so much faith into you. I put so much faith into you, bro. And I also put so many, like, different items into you, too. Disappointing, man. Disappointing, mercenary. I know your gear's not that good. Oh, I was about to eat a lightning bolt to the face. That's not gonna happen. Come on, Mephisto. Any day now. Any day now. For those who are wondering why it's taking so long for him to die, ooh, demon hide gloves. That might be good. And another green thing that might be bad. This would ideally... Venom grip. No! I was hoping it was going to be something like Magefish or Frostburn. Not that. Not that. That's not good.
I am overburdened.
I'm going to have to drop all this stuff, aren't I? Yep. Good item? Oh. That's actually surprising. Like, on a mercenary, if you wanted to put, like, Nephilim's still better, but on a mercenary, like, you can make him kind of tanky. This is actually kind of decent. But I don't have space for that, and it's not exactly what I need. So there's that. I mean, hey, the drops are getting better. We're seeing a lot more rare loot. We're just not seeing the rare loot that we particularly desire, because we have desire sensor right now, right? So for those of you who aren't familiar with the terminology of desire sensor, basically means when you want something in a video game, that's the highest possibility you're not going to get it then. So we just gotta pretend we don't want good loot, and then good loot will eventually come to us. Hopefully. In theory. I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell. Teleporting around. Okay, good. Let's teleport up this way. Okay. Cool. Alright. Why is my mercenary taking so much damage? That's so annoying. Why? Because he doesn't have as high defense as he needs. He needs more. He needs better gear. Eventually. Somewhere down there. For now, he's good, though. Stop hitting me. Okay. Focus on the mercenary. That's who you should be focusing on. Cool. Good loot. Ow. We just got burned to death there. Or not burned. Shocked to death. Goodbye. Will he drop something? Ow. That's what I get for not paying attention. I looked away at his screen to check on chat for a second, and he tried to do a sneak attack. Why did you give me this after all the stuff that you were dropping before? Oh, shenanigans. Shenanigans, man. We had such good loot before dropping, and now why all of a sudden do you want to give crap? 3 to 7 ice cold. Could use more cold damage, maybe. 3 to 7 cold, 3 to 7 cold. That's actually good. What was I had before? Fire, right? I need to keep these. See if I could get rid of that. Fire. No. I need the life. I need the magic vine. What is this? I need that because it's faster hit recovery. cold resist, because hell is really hard without it. If I could have, like, if these weren't faster, I would drop them. Like, I need the fire damage at the moment. I really need the ice damage too. But, like, 3 to 7 and drop that, and drop lightning resistance isn't worth it.
I can't carry anymore.
It's worth it, but it's not for what we're doing right now. Let's get some more stuff. He dropped really bad gear that time. I'm actually hurt by that.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
Alright, exit. I think we're going to be switching bosses pretty soon. How you feel about that, guys? You want us? We'll switch to something else pretty soon. What is it? Hour 40? Okay, well, let me do... Mephisto has been kind of kind to us, so let's visit him like at least 1 or 2 more times, and then we'll swap to another boss, and we'll farm him for the remainder of the stream. I'm only going about 2 hours today, just so you know. About the time that I can afford to do today. If people enjoyed this and wanted to see me play more Diablo 2 in the back, in the future I can do it. I don't want to do it like all the time now because I would get burnt out playing Diablo all the time, which has happened to me because I play a lot of Diablo 3 in the past, and that gets a little bit tiresome. Okay. Alright, let's just ignore the bosses here. Mephisto. Bro, why are you fighting them? Always the mercenary. It's like Meatlock. Do what now? Go fight him. I need you to fight him so I can just, like, clown on him. And the reason why he's super tanky is because I'm doing it on player 7. The player 7 increases the boss's HP, because it scales it to, like, if there were 7 people playing the boss. And the reason why people do it in solo play is because it increases the chance of the drops, that they're going to be good. That's an interesting glitch. Whenever I come out of the thing and if he's casting something, it just, like, glitches the screen a bit. Okay, cool. Just wait on that. Okay, cool. Come here, man. You're, like, close to death, and I have to spend money to resurrect you? I'm gonna be very mad. Oh. Bro, you're, like, ruining the run here. Come here. Don't go fight them. Oh, my goodness. It's like a toddler that keeps running off. Anytime he's... It's like dealing with a dog, right? When it sees a squirrel at this point. Yes. Stay here. Stay here. He's gonna... Don't you kill that boss without me. Don't you kill that boss. I don't think he could kill him on his own anyway. I don't think he has that type of power. Not with player 8. Oh, we got an amulet. Hopefully it's an actual one that I need. Just wait. Brown amulet? Please be a good amulet. Please be something I'm looking for. The cat's eye. If you want to run and have missile defense, it's not the worst thing in the world to have. It's better than this, that's for sure. I can't use it. Metal grid, I don't even know, man. Let's get rid of the dull, and I'll hold on to this here in the cube. Sometimes I use the cube as storage space. One of those situations where it's a decent drop. I can put it on a different type of character that's like just starting and it'll be fine with that. Alright, one more Mephisto run because he has been giving us good loot. Not like stuff necessarily amazing, but decent enough that I feel confident farming him. In fact, I think maybe instead of switching to another boss, I'm just going to farm Mephisto till we close out stream today. Just because the stuff that I want comes from him. I mean, there are characters that, obviously, bosses that drop what he drops, but not as great of a percentage. He's a generally easy boss to farm. Just because he has a higher potential of getting, like, caught on the edges, but not, like, targeting down my mercenary, which then gives me time to do stuff like this. And the worst thing, all I gotta do is, like, invest in potions to keep the mercenary alive, which is fine. Oh, I took a bit hit there. That's not good. Let's keep going. I think he's probably gonna die pretty quick. Our mercenary is actually hanging in there, not like struggling at all whatsoever. I mean, we are dumping a whole bunch of potions in this way. Keep them alive, but still. Okay, Mephisto is more interested in me right now. Okay. Oh, he's in trouble. I was gonna cast the portal, and then, like, I opened something randomly there. Okay.
Yes.
Trade. Let's go here. Don't ever really need those, because I don't really invest in that.
Not
Sweet. Let's go through here. You know what's gonna make me mad? He's probably gonna die in, like, 2 hits. Yep. Long battle bow and short war bow. If it's the bow I need for the Amazon, that would make me really happy.
I am overburdened.
I picked up something I wasn't supposed to. Pick this up. What is it? Hell clap. That is not what I'm looking for. What are you? Validia, which is only good if you're starting very, very, very early on. That is not what I needed, Mephisto. Why do you play these games with me, Lord of Hatred? Why? Why? I'm not molding, you're all molding. I'm not molding, you're all molding. I'm not molding. I am molding. I am definitely molding right now. This is, like, been super frustrating. Not getting the gear I want. All I want is good drops. Well, I mean, we've had decent drops. Like, I can't really moan too much, but, like, there's something in particular I've been looking for this run, and we haven't gotten it. Which makes it sad. Okay, teleport. Just bypass all the nonsense. Cool. Alright. Let's teleport over this way. Okay, good. Sweet. Gonna cast blizzards. Let's heal the mercenary up a little bit because he's about to get poisoned. See, that's the problem. Like, he stands in the poison cloud because obviously the mercenary is an up-close and character. So, I mean, he's supposed to be Operation Human Shield too. I mean, he's doing his own against a Mephisto that has a lot more HP too, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. Come on. Come on. The giant portal. Because he's dangerously low on health.
Good day.
Yes, hello, Orman, thank you. Back in. I'm not too late. You're too late. We are about to cleanse you of this world. Let's use this. I think we're good. I think we're in a very comfortable spot right now. Oh, look! Blade, lever armor, and heavy bracers. The heavy bracers might actually be something I need. Let me watch out, because obviously when Mephisto dies, he tries to take you out with him. Let's start with the, not the blade, the heavy bracers. The heavy bracers might be good. Go hide. Ugh, that is... it's something. It's something. Is it something great? It's so at best. It's definitely no Mage Fist. It has its uses, not in any of the builds that I play.
I am overburdened.
Okay, let's drop these, and then we'll start investigating the rest of the stuff. Blade. Why does it keep giving me this? Spectral Shard. It loves to give me this weapon. Lever armor. Validia. So they really want me to play Amazon. Alright. I mean, they're decent. I mean, I'll just keep it real with these guys. If we didn't have any of the other things, the ghoul hide bracers would be kind of useful for a character. Not for this one. Maybe very, very early game. But definitely not, like, mid-level to endgame level. That's definitely not what we needed. At all. Definitely not what we needed. But hey, you know. That's part of the luck here. It's like rolling a dice. You know what they say about, insanity? Insanity, the definition is just repeating the same thing over and over again. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room. A rubber room. A rubber room. They locked me in a rubber room. Rubber room. Rubber room. I might have butchered that, but let's just say that's the abridged version. Okay, let's skeet by. Perfect. Skeet by here. Okay, Mephisto. Give me something good. Give me something good to end stream on. Anything good would be great. I mean, if you could give me a ring that I need, that would be perfect. If you could give me hearts to Tragul, that would be good too. I mean, heck, you could even, I don't remember correctly if he drops also things for, like, Immortal Kings, but hey, if you want to drop an Immortal King item that I need, that would be great too. Terror zones are, you're gonna die, aren't you? You are. Alright, fine. We're about to get that portal glitch thing. I can tell you 100% we're gonna get it. Or when I go back, and it's gonna be a little bit laggy. Let's get this. I haven't had to check mana potions, fortunately. Yep, see how it glitches when you do that real quick? Because it's like trying to adjust everything, and because he's still not attacking. I mean, Diablo 2 is not without its glitches, confirmed. It'll fix itself in a couple seconds, probably by the time he dies. Yep, I called it. Breastplate. Move from here. Oh, I don't want to do that. It's too late. This Sorceress, let's just take him out. I mean, he could give us something. Ha ha ha, probably not. Oh, he's tanky. Oh, he's fire enchanted. Okay, we can only take him out with that. Oh, he gave us crap, so it wasn't even worth our time. Who are you fighting with? Just saying. Come back over here. What are you doing? It's like literally like a dog that looks at a squirrel. This is gonna be terrible, I can confirm that. Ethan Hart! Yeah, that's not useful at all.
I am overburdened.
Oh, where's my charm? Why is this key here? I mean, we could open the chest, right? Eh. Bad drops. I'm gonna take the gold one here just for the hell of it. Just to kind of like... Because why not? We might as well get something for our trouble. A little bit of extra gold never hurts anybody. Alright. How much time do we got left? Let me double check. Alright, I'm gonna do maybe like 2 more runs of this, and then we're gonna bow out. I think that's a good stopping point. I could probably be here all night farming, and we may not get our item. Sometimes it takes like 2 weeks of grinding the same boss over and over and over and over and over again, and like switching it up before you'll like see the drop that you want. That's just Diablo for you, or Diablo 2 in particular. It's not as obvious as easy like Diablo 3. Diablo 3, they try to give you like your dopamine hits by making sure that you see a lot of good gear very, very early on. And obviously this is more traditional of, no, you gotta earn everything. So that when you finally do get that rare drop, like you finally do get that Harley Quinn's crest, or you finally do get like that Immortal King piece that's been evading you for like 5 months, that then you get this like, yeah, baby, let's do this thing. But it's also very merciful. Not merciful in terms of RNG sometimes too, which is I think what kind of puts people off a lot with Diablo 2 and Diablo 2 Resurrected, especially people who are New Age players, because New Age players don't really want to grind, right? They just want like instant gratification without ramifications. They don't want to be there for the long haul. They don't want things to like have to really work super hard for it and earn it. Why are you gonna die? Why are you gonna die? I'm not even gonna pop the potion because I know that you're poisoned and you'll ruin that run. I'm not having you do that. How dare you? Lock in, mercenary. Lock in. Lock in like that chest that's locked over there. Bro, why are you getting hit so hard today? Okay, let me pop you with some potions so that you don't like completely flub this. Hassan, you better heavy crossbow. I can tell you that it's not gonna be good. Let me avoid getting burned here. Okay. Time to get sad, everybody. Place your bets. It's probably going to be, like, in the range of, like, 18 to 20 damage. Oh, 25 to 46. I stand corrected. Hellcast. I mean, if you're playing the Amazon very, very early on, where you don't have anything better, but chances are no. Like, there are way better options from Rune Words, even. All these drops have made us sad today. I think the best thing we got was the Blood Tide blade. That was it. The blade thing with the life leech. That was about it. It's making me sad. One more run. One more run. My ego is bruised right now. I need a dopamine hit. I need, like, that amazing drop that's gonna make me, like, jump out of my chair and go viral on the internet. We're probably not gonna get that. Let's just be honest.
Yes.
Who am I kidding, right? I don't need good loot. Who needs good loot? We're trying to play the Desire Sensor right now. I don't want a great drop from this boss drop. I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't deserve it. I don't need it whatsoever. I need the crappy drop. Give me the crappy drop. Give me the crappy drop. That's what I want. That's what I want. Okay, let's teleport. Let's get bypass all those nonsense. Yeah, I know Diablo's not here. That's okay. I will fight him another day. Okay, good. Good. Sort of okay. Are you dying? Why are you trying to snipe me from behind? Rude. Wait your turn. I'll kill you later. In game. Keep that in mind. Okay. Let's attack. Let's play some more blizzards. Not bad. Oh, why am I taking so much damage? Alright, let's try to get him stuck on something. We need him to get stuck on stupid right now. Come on. I am kind of concerned for my mercenary's health there. Hassan is not doing too hot. Let's pop another potion for him. Hassan. Come on, Hassan. Come on, Hassan. Come on, Hassan. Please try to make it so that I wasted those potions, right? Oh. Hassan, come here. Man, you're not earning your keep, Hassan. Damn it, Hassan. Lock in.
Good day.
Trade. Alright. Let's get that. Okay, watch how you kill a boss, man, Hassan. Yes. Wow. Did I manifest that or not? I was like, this is how you kill a boss. Kill him one hit. When I go back in, that's funny. Let me get the gold here, because I'm greedy. On top of that, we need to avoid all that fire that was over there anyway. Okay, 2 drops again. 2 brown drops. They might be... I'm more interested in what the chainmail is, honest. I'm gonna pick up the bad axe. I'm more interested in the chainmail. It's gonna be crap. Sparkling mail. I mean, in a lightning build, very early game lightning build, even a little bit early, before you get, like, rune words, or if we're not playing, like, Lord of Destruction with that, like, it could have its uses, but for now, it's like crap. Crossbow. There is a particular crossbow I'm looking for, but I have a feeling based on the silhouette, it's not it. It's not it. Confirmed. I don't want good drops. Who needs good drops? I don't need them. I don't want them. I don't deserve them, right? I'm not molding. I'm coping right now. There's a difference. Alright. One more. See, this is the addiction of this game. I keep saying one more, and one more, and one more, and one more, and one more. And one more has turned into what? Like 3 more? 5 more? 6 more? 7 more? This will probably definitely be the last one, though. Because I do have some other things I need to take care of. I will play more Diablo 2 in the future. I don't do it all the time, so I just want to preface that for anybody that's new, that's watching, or enjoying this on VOD. But it is something that I plan to play more of again, because I always love a good dungeon crawler. I also play Diablo 3. I don't play as much Diablo 4 anymore, even though I'm probably going to revisit it just to check it out. Because Diablo 4 is boring. That's the only way to put it. It's boring, and they're filled with microtransactions. I kind of like my games not to be filled with microtransactions, and to actually be filled with interesting and engaging content, which Blizzard has not done with Diablo 4 since it's like beginning of its lifespan, which is such a shame because it had potential, and then I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of hoping maybe now that Rod Ferguson is no longer in charge of Blizzard and is not going to be dealing with like Diablo in particular, that whoever is taking his place kind of locks the F in for freaking Diablo 4. Like, it might not be too late to right the ship still, but it shouldn't take them as long as it took Diablo 3 to make the game actually fun and great, with 10 years, you know. Also, these expansion, the last expansion that came out, I didn't buy it, but I know friends who are playing it, and it was a bad expansion. And didn't really add much to, like, really make the game fresh and feel... I mean, the story was okay. I watched the cutscenes for it. It's okay. I kind of like the plot that... and the ploy of Mephisto right now is to, you know, disguising himself as Akarat. I think that's kind of cool. I think it's kind of like fervor. A ring! Do you think we got the Stone of Jordan on this drop? That would be so great. If we got the Stone of Jordan on this drop, that would make this whole run today perfect. Come on, Stone of Jordan. Come on, Stone of Jordan. That's not going to be Stone of Jordan, I can tell. Oh, Ravenfrost! I'll take a Ravenfrost. Ravenfrost is fine. I have a Ravenfrost. Another character of mine needed a Ravenfrost. I am fine with that. I will take that. An actual thing that we need. An actual thing that we need today. Faster fire. No. What are you? I'm gonna get rid of the metal grid. I'm not really gonna use that. I have another character that needs this. Oh, double axes here too. I mean, there's no yellow double axes that are actually good. But for the sake of argument, not that item. Double axe. Berserker. Early game? That's actually kind of good. It's not a bad drop. For where we are concurrently, better luck next time. But. In a 2-hour session, getting the Ravenfrost that we need, because my druid, which is a wind druid, actually needs this and doesn't have it, that's perfect. That actually makes up for it. So we did get some gear that we needed. The build that I was using right now, for those of you wondering, Talrasha's Heroic Crest. I have Skin of Viper Magi, but I actually was putting in a 4-slot here, so let's go back to base. I'll show you exactly how the build goes, because I need to increase the magic find. That's why I was doing what I was doing. Somebody was trying to backseat me earlier in stream and telling me, why are you doing that? But obviously, here's the build. So the build I'm rocking is Talrasha's Heroic Crest, Skin of the Viper Magi. I have a Splendor Shield here for the time being, because I don't have Monarch yet. I'm working towards it. Water Walk Boots. This is supposed to be something else, but we didn't get it till the next best in slot here. Obviously, Talrasha's Lidus Eye. We have also Talrasha's Fine Spur Cloth. We're using Chance Guards because they give us a very high magic find. We're using Ravenfrost. We're also using the Stone of Jordan. Not so much for the lightning, even though I do have a plan to respec this back into Lightning Sorceress. I did it a long time ago. If you're old viewers of the channel, you've seen me use Lightning Sorceress before. And that's basically that part of the build. Also, obviously, we have the Cold Rupture Grand Charm, the Sunder Charm for Monster Cold Immunity, so that we can break through the immunity. For the skill tree, in case you want to kind of copy this build, we have basically 5 points right now because of our gear and Frozen Armor, 7 points into Ice Pump, 5 points into Ice Blast, 5 points into Frost Nova, 5 points into Blizzard, 24 points into Frozen Orb, 26 into Cold Mastery, 5 points into Glacial Spike, but we don't really use it. For the lightning skills, we have 5 points in Static Field, 5 points in Telekinesis, 5 points in Teleport, and this was granted because of something else that we have. In the fire ones, we have 24 in Fireball, 5 in Warmth, 24 in Fireball, and then we have Fire Mastery. Eventually you can put Meteor in here, but I don't do it because it's not really necessary, and I plan to just switch back to Lightning. But this is pretty good for help in general. For the Mercenary, we have basically a Talrasha in there because it's just best in slot for the moment. Smoke, Nephilim, and we the Insight, which I need to put into Enigma. I don't have the ruins yet. I'm still working to it, and because I don't play this like 24 non-stop, that's the reason for it. I have finished Hell difficulty though. Let me go back and show you, because somebody will think I'm just a nightmare. No, I finished. I'm a Matriarch and Sorceress, level 89. It's just I'm trying to grind up so I can do Endgame a little bit better, and also I play a lot of our characters. Like, second best is my Trap Assassin. Third best is my Necromancer, although some would argue it's my Barbarian that is using the Immortal Kings build, because I just like Whirlwind Barbarian, although it's not necessarily the best. Drakea is just a mule, as I have here. Freya, kind of a mule too, but for, you know, poops and giggles. With that being said, though, let's take us back into just chatting. So we have hit the 2-hour mark. So we'll put just chatting. So that was Diablo II Resurrected. I had a fun time. I've played this game before. I play it quite a lot on the channel. I will do more sessions of that if that was interesting for people and seeing like old school Dreadscape doing. Oops, sorry. Hopefully that'll carry us over. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had a little bit of a freeze there because I have a new NVIDIA graphics card, so I have a 5060 Ti. So when I switch over from that game, it switches and freezes the computer for a second because it switches back to the iGPU, the integrated graphics card, so it's not like the stream froze there. So I apologize. Remember that for the future. I just recently got this brand new laptop PC, and I'm used to my older one, so I'm still kind of getting used to a little bit of the kinks here and there. But yeah, that was fun. I had fun. We got a Ravenfrost, so now my druid will be able to have a Ravenfrost ring, which is really, really good for that particular build. So that was good. It was worth the 2-hour session because we got over a ring. It took a while before we actually got some really good loot, but we got stuff, which is great. And, you know, that's part of Diablo too, Resurrected. You could be playing 2 weeks, you could be playing months, you might not see the drop. But when you do see a drop, any type of drop that you need for any build, it makes you hyped. It makes you, like, amazed. It makes you want to play more. If I had more time, we probably would have been going for, like, another 3 hours just grinding loot up and stuff. But unfortunately, I don't have that time because it's 7 p.m. in the East Coast, and I haven't had dinner, and I have to do a couple other things in the back end of things. So that's why I'm going to be stepping out. Tomorrow, I'm going to be playing something chill. Even though people argue this is a little bit chill. No, this is actually a little bit more stressful of a game because I don't want to die on stream with it. And because I'm trying to get specific loot and specific stuff that I need for my builds, it's a little bit more stressful. So tomorrow I'm thinking we're going to play something a little bit more fun. We might start Batman Arkham Knight. I might do Peak, or I might jump back into the Headliners, because Headliners was kind of fun. I've been wanting to play more of it. I just haven't had the actual time. This week, though, you can expect, besides obviously today's Diablo 2 stream, we're going to be playing Batman Arkham Knight, beginning that playthrough because we played through the trilogy here before. Another thing that we're going to be doing is we'll probably either play Headliners or Peak. Another thing that I would like to also do this week is I might, and this is a maybe, I'm thinking I'm playing some Left 4 Dead 2. If I could get people to play, and people want to, like, play actually in an actual lobby, I might do, like, playing with viewers. Depending on the time that I have, that might be something that I'm down to do, or I might play with friends depending on whether I can grab them. And then, like, the close out the week, I'm going to be doing a mystery game. I don't want to say what game I'm going to be doing yet, because if I tell you what it is, you probably won't want to tune in just yet. I want to keep the mystery. I have to be a man of mystery. I have to be a VTuber of mystery. Then again, how many VTubers do you know that really would be playing, like, Diablo 2 and talking about wrestling and stuff? I am not your traditional VTuber. Which I think is what works for us as a channel. I don't do things the way other people do. I don't have lore. I'm Dread. I play video games. I try to play video games at a high level. I talk about a lot of nerd stuff. I talk about comic books. I talk about wrestling. I talk about movie. I talk about fast food because I criticize some fast food that I eat sometimes. You know, that's me. Take it or leave it. That's the experience you get here. You don't get that lore type of VTuber experience or that idol type of VTuber. That's not what we do here. I try to make my content that is stuff that people can watch, that are regular chill dudes or dudettes on the internet that just want to watch like a streamer in VTuber form. So I do things like a regular streamer does here. And it works. And it's worked for 5 years. So, you know, thank you to everybody that hung out today. Thank you to everybody that chatted. Thank you to all new people that stopped by. I do greatly appreciate it. And most importantly, I appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow either for Batman Arkham Knight or most likely the Headliners. Till next time, guys.